Hello, YouTube friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Sunday night. It is February the 8th, 2026, and it is currently 7:24 p.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm just waking up from me a nap. This says lazy. I've been kind of tired today. Um, I was tired yesterday. I was tired today, but I'm finally rested and rejuvenated. I just got up, came in here and bleached down the floors because I had to clean up after my granddogs. I don't get to let them outside as much as I used to because they hate to use the bathroom in the house. But because their leashes are broken and it's been really cold. Hold on. I'll bring it in a minute. The leashes were frozen. It's been kind of cold. I haven't been letting them outside as much as I normally do. So they were kind of they have to use the bathroom in the house sometimes. And thank God there's no carpet in here. So I could just bleach down the floors and mop it up really quickly. And I have to do that several times throughout the day if I don't get a chance to let them out. I let them out for a minute earlier because it's Sunday, so it's not that much traffic outside. It's not that many people walking around. The mailman isn't walking. Kids aren't going to school. So on Sundays, I let them outside. Um, so I had let them out earlier while I was bleaching down the floor and stuff. And I just had to come back and do it again. My big kids had just left. And I woke up and came up here and bleached down the floors, stacked up the dishes on the counter so that I could wash them in the morning because I don't feel like washing them at the current moment. But yeah, this was relaxing. And in the midst of me mopping the floors and cleaning up and everything, I was hearing Alicia Keys, "You don't know my name." And I was hearing like there's somebody out here that they want to introduce themselves to someone, but they want to be able to show them who they really are, is what I'm hearing. Again, this is like a detective or somebody who has to use an alias on the job, but they've met someone who they want to show interest in. They've met someone who they really want to talk to, per se, and they want to introduce themselves to this person. So I'm hearing like, "You don't know my name." And in the video, "You Don't Know My Name" by Alicia Keys, she worked at a diner, if I'm not mistaken. And she had like a regular customer who would come in. And she noticed things about him because she found him to be quite interesting. She noticed what he ordered on the regular and things like that. But she was saying to him like, "You never seen me outside of work." And I was kind of wondering if, you would want to link up outside of work so you can get to know who I am. You don't know my name. So it's something like that. Somebody wants to meet somebody, but they're saying that "you don't know my name. I want to show you who I really am outside of being a detective, outside of being on the case, outside of being on the job. I would like to show you who I really am." So I was just channeling that off of that. And as I just grabbed my cards, Cinderella came out, as well as Grandma, and then the card Lazy. But I'm hearing that like Cinderella, she called on her fairy godmother or whatever. She didn't know she had a fairy godmother, and then when she met her fairy godmother, it was just like her ancestors. Somebody's ancestors are putting two people together. Like somebody's passed over grandmother is making sure that their granddaughter, Cinderella, meets the prince. So I'm hearing there's two grandmothers in the spiritual realm that are putting a couple together. You don't know my name. And I'm hearing that God works in mysterious ways, which is why the people met under these circumstances. Like, let's say a damsel in distress meeting a detective who can help her with all the things that she needs help with. But this was ordained by God and the ancestors. These are two grandmothers pushing two people together in the spiritual realm. I'm hearing bippity boppity, bippity boppity, bippity boppity boo. But this isn't the woman planning magic to draw a man to her. It's her ancestors. Her fairy godmother is making sure that she gets to the ball to meet the prince, even though everybody else tried to stop her along the way. So there's two grandmothers in the spiritual realm that are making sure that this man and this woman come together, is what I'm getting. See, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And married. The ancestors want these two people to get married. They know that this is the princess and that he is the prince. This is the king and the queen. They're supposed to be together. It's being ordained by the ancestors. See, here go those bees again. This is the number 20. But here are the bees. And this is 24. Something has been going on since 2024. But these are the worker bees. Like I was channeling earlier, the ancestors and the spirit guides are working hard to bring these two people together. You don't know my name. And I swear, baby, it feels like and she worked in the diner. See, this says Beauty and the Beast as well. Again, ancestors working hard to put these two people together. In the beginning of Beauty and the Beast ended up getting cursed because he wouldn't listen to the old woman. We're just going to say that that was his grandmother. He cursed his life because he wouldn't listen to his grandmother. So she put a spell on him. Mirror, mirror on the wall. And he wasn't able to break the spell until he found true love first kiss, which is how he ended up meeting Belle and everything. God working in mysterious ways, because Belle had to go to the castle where Beast was because she was trying to rescue her father. It's just fate. God making sure that things take place. I'm hearing these two people come from two total different lifestyles. I just seen tampons. This says the feds are in the building. Phones are tapped. This person is probably a Fed officer, and he ended up tapping somebody's phone and falling in love. He ended up having to he had caught a case where he fell in love with the person that he was meant to investigate, is what I'm trying to say. And this keeps coming up in the energy. It's because these two people were meant to be together. It was fated by the gods. It says funeral. And I love Harpo. God, no, this says all my life I had to fight. I love Harpo. God knows I do, but I kill him dead. And then it says funeral. That's funny to me. But somebody had to end a relationship so that they can start a new relationship. But this was destined to be, again, brought together by the ancestors. Somebody's fairy godmother. Somebody's grandmother. Bringing Cinderella and the prince together, but using the feds to do so. Get out the kitchen, Fifi. Get out the kitchen, mamas. You want to sit next to me? Hi, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, mama. Hey, the mama. Hey, mamas. Hey, the mama. Spoiled girl. Okay, get down. Get down, mamas. Oops, I'm sorry. Choking my granddog. Lavin, get over there. Oh, Lavin is so jealous. Get from out the kitchen, Fee. Go sit down. She want to sit next to me for some reason. See? Love. The ancestors are bringing together love, Beauty and the Beast. The passed over grandmas and grandpas, aunties of the family, the matriarchs, are bringing together real love. Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast are out here together, both written in red. And Grandma, as well as Married, real love. And the feds are in the building. I'm hearing the feds know about this love story because somebody is a Fed officer. I'm hearing all the colleagues, everybody know about this. I'm hearing real love. I'm searching for a real love. Even though this person might not even know this person's name, they have fallen in love. Beauty and the Beast. I'm hearing falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. I saw that card when I was shuffling too. So yeah, however, all my life I had to fight. I love Harpo, God knows I do, but I kill him dead. Along with funeral, somebody had to bring a death to a relationship. God brought a death to somebody's relationship because these people belong together. He had to break up a couple so that another couple can come together. I'm hearing, and I dare somebody to call God a home wrecker. Okay, God is in the building. See, we on their neck with this shit. This says my name as well as my old friend's name. And I wrote this on December 17th of 2024. I said something took place in 2024. I'm hearing some of your manifestations from 2024 are about to take place in 2026. Seeds that you've planted in 2024 are about to take place in 2026. We on their neck with this shit. But this says my name written in cursive. And then there's my friend Belcher's name. I'm hearing the ancestors, again, is bringing this together. A detective that was on a case has fell in love with somebody. And everybody knows it. The feds. The feds know about this love story. And how it took place and everything. I'm hearing it's going to be a movie about it. Just like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. But the feds and the ancestors are involved in this love story. And they cracking the codes too. We on their neck with this shit. Close to solving the case. You don't know my name. Somebody wants to introduce them real selves. Like, I want to get to know you. I want to hang out with you. I want to chill with you without being on the clock. Without everybody being in our business. Without it being about a case. I want to show you who I am. It says barbershop. I need to take my son to the barbershop so bad. I cannot wait to get me a car. Take my baby to the barbershop. But with that, I'm seeing like, they say auntie, TT. But with that, I'm seeing like somebody, they want to get dressed up. I'm hearing dress it up and make it real funny. They want to get dressed up. They want to go get a haircut. They want to put on a nice outfit and nice cologne and stuff. And they want to take this woman out on a date. But they can't do that until this case is over. But in the meantime, they want this woman to know, like, I am very interested in you. I don't want you to feel like I don't care about you because I care about you. I fell in love with you. I don't even want to say like I'm coming off too strong. But I have. See, this says beg, ask, alarm clock, timer. See, this is getting close to the time where this man can actually ask this woman out on a date because they're about to wrap this case up. And just like Beauty and the Beast, he had a timer with the rose to fall in love. Like, this man never thought he would fall in love. I'm hearing, as well as, you know how they say women, they get to have a baby. It's easier for women to get pregnant in their younger years, but after like 35 and 40, their clock starts ticking. What they call it? I don't know. But whatever, the birth clock or something starts ticking. I can't think of it right now, but somebody is feeling as if like their time is ticking too. Like they never wanted to have a baby, but they want to have a baby now. They want to get married now. It's like somebody is in their 40s. Maybe they're about to be 44 years old, because 20 plus 24 is 44. So maybe somebody is about to be 44 years old. And they finally want to get married and have a baby, because the time is ticking. Like they want to have a baby before their mother passes away, and maybe their mother and their grandma and their auntie, like the women in their family, they want to have a baby so that the baby can meet these women in the family. And I understand that, because my mother was deceased by the time I had my children. Even though I had them young, she was deceased, and I really wish my mom could have met my children. My dad never got a chance to meet my children either. So I understand this man and how he feels about wanting to hurry up and get married and have a baby so that his parents can meet his children and things like that. And I understand that. See, he fell in love from ear hustling. This says attention seeker and ear hustling. But he fell in love because he had to tap this lady's phone, follow her around the city. She wasn't even asking for attention, but he had to give it to her. And he's happy about it. He met somebody that he can fall in love with, that he has fallen in love with. Again, falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. So yeah, he's falling in love. See, this says birthday, condom. He's ready to take it to the next level. I'm hearing birthday sex, birthday sex. He want to make sure he don't use a condom when he have birthday sex with this woman, because he's intentionally trying to get her pregnant. He knows that he wants to marry this woman. I'm hearing tap my name on you so you know it's real. So I know it's real. He wants to prove to this woman that I'm real. I'm here to stay. This is real love. He's ready to introduce himself. I'm here, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. But he wants to introduce him real self, where before he had to put on an act. You don't know my name. So that's what I'm getting. Maybe this person works in cybersecurity. This says cybersecurity and critical thinking. Google it, LifeLock, Hey Siri, biometrics, passwords, driver's license, personal identification, and metadata. See, he wants to show him true self. He's tired of hiding behind fake pages. He wants to be his true, authentic self. And see, something is going on in court. He's waiting for this to be done and over with so he can make a move. But this has to be settled out in court first. But it's about to be. See? Alarm clock, timer. As well as Beauty and the Beast came out with the rose and the dropping rose petals. This is about to be over. I just seen sneeze and I heard tell him bless you. Somebody just sneezed. But God is about to bless this person, these people. I just seen Ace of Swords true. I see manifest that shit and plant a seed. See, this man wants to plant a seed. Ace of Swords true. He wants to have a baby. He wants to get married. He wants to plant a seed. But he had to play dumb. You don't know my name. He had to act like he didn't know who this woman was the whole time he was investigating her. See? She's fine to 5'2" or she's 5'2", he's been watching this woman leave her house, go to the store, just like a real private eye or a detective, and he's falling in love. He thinks she's very strong. They say I walk like I got an S on my chest, Superman or Superwoman. And he met this woman in the hood, the trenches, and the projects. That's where he had a case in. At the gas station. Gas station. In the hood, the trenches, and the projects. He met this woman. He think that she is so strong. They say I walk like I got an S on my chest. He never met a woman so strong in his whole entire life. And even his mother, his aunties, and his grandmothers are strong women. But he never met a woman as strong as this woman that he's been investigating. I'm hearing he even talks to his mother, his auntie, and grandma. But the grandma probably passed away. But he talks to his mother and his auntie about this woman. So when he finally gets to introduce her to the family, they're going to be able to say, we've heard so much about you, and really mean it. I'm hearing the family even watches this woman's social media because the man talks about her so much. He's in love. Ooh, and it says baby, infant. He wants to have a baby. This says the house across the street or next door. Maybe he knows people who live across the street or next door, and he has these people helping him watch this woman. Or maybe his family happens to live on this block as well, so they watch the woman for him. It's something about that. You don't know my name. I'm here. We can't wait to meet you. I'm also hearing that in the form, this says gender reveal, girl, boy, baby shower, stillborn, pregnant, newborn, or miscarriage. They're going to have a baby. A healthy, beautiful baby. After trying, after a miscarriage, after all these tests, trials, and tribulations, this woman is finally going to be able to have a baby, but she's going to have a baby with this man because it's ordained. This says, it's a vibe, and can we talk for a minute? And this says, king, queen, prince, and princess. I'm telling you, these people are going to come together. It's God's plan. See, this say grandpa. All the ancestors is in the building. The grandma, the auntie, the grandpa is here. The feds is here. These are all the people who know what's going on. These are the people who's rooting for this relationship. They know what's going on. Like the feds know what's going on. I'm seeing that movie, like Who Made the Potato Salad? And remember, he was a police officer and he wanted to date the girl, and her daddy was a ex-thug or whatever. And he was like, he didn't want his daughter dating no cop or whatnot. Like, don't be bringing him to the family gathering for Thanksgiving and blase splee in the hood, the trenches, and the projects, and this is a fucking cop. So he was trying to impress her father by saving the family from a break-in, and he got his police friend to help. That's what I'm getting off of the feds are in the building and the phones are tapped. It's like the feds, the other officers and shit, they know that this man loves this woman. And they be in the business, is what I'm hearing. Like at the barber shop. Niggas talking, or the beauty shop, females talking. This is big talk. This relationship is like a big deal. And the woman don't even know. Again, you don't know my name. And he's playing dumb the whole time. Acting like he's not in love. And he is. I haven't smoked in a minute. I had got me some weed. And this is the last of it. Or somebody had gave me some weed actually. And this is the last of it. But as you can see, this is a piece of a blunt. I've been breaking it down. I'll roll me a blunt and only smoke about half of it. And then I'll come back and smoke the other half. I haven't even been able to smoke a whole blunt because I haven't smoked in a minute. And I like that. I like being able to stretch out my weed like this, per se. Somebody is going to be pregnant with twins. They're going to have their twins a little bit early, probably like 4 weeks early. I'm hearing like I didn't know that I was pregnant. You see how they says play dumb, but this person isn't playing dumb. They really didn't know they was pregnant. They didn't know that somebody manifested that shit and planted a seed, because they was having periods and stuff like that, still smoking and everything. I have 5 children, and I didn't never smoke with any of my children except for Malachi, which is my last baby. He's about to be 7 on July 3rd. He's the only baby that I smoked with, and I smoked weed. And I smoked all 9 months. Like, I smoked right before I went to the hospital to give birth to. And Mally is so smart. He's perfectly fine. He doesn't have any birth defects or anything like that. So somebody's probably worried about that, like if they should stop smoking. But I asked my doctor if I could smoke while I was pregnant. Anyway, I couldn't keep my food down. For the first 6 months of my pregnancy with Malachi, I lost 30 pounds. Like, I was getting skinny, but my stomach was getting big. And it's because my morning sickness was so bad. Everything that I ate made me throw up for the first 6 months. So I was smoking weed. And my doctor said that it was perfectly fine. At the hospital, I went to the hospital for prenatal care and everything like that. And I would talk to my doctor about everything. So he knew I smoked the whole time. I didn't have any problems with CPS or anything like that. And my baby is perfectly fine as well. So yeah, something about that. I mean, I ain't encouraging nobody to smoke while they're pregnant, but if you do, I mean, if you're not smoking cigarettes, you're smoking herbs that aren't laced or anything like that, then everything should be fine. I'm hearing meditate while you smoke while you're pregnant. Like, let your babies connect with the ancestors as well. I'm hearing the babies connect with the ancestors. So somebody's going to be getting extreme downloads while they're pregnant because their baby talks to the ancestors. This says bad Masons and Eastern Stars. And then it says see a man about a horse. I was just about to say, this man is probably a Mason or an Eastern Star. And I'm hearing like Romeo and Juliet. You know how, if you ever seen the kid movie Romeo and Juliet, it's a movie about gnomes, and the male was a blue gnome and the female was a red gnome. But it's a story based off like Romeo and Juliet. They came from 2 opposite sides of the fence, and they didn't agree with each other. Like, their family didn't want them to love each other because it's like one was a blood and one was a crip. I'm seeing bad Masons or Eastern Stars and see a man about a horse. Like, this man is probably a Mason or something like that. And the Masons didn't want him to talk to this woman. It's something like that as well. That goes back into everybody being in the business. The feds are in the building. The feds want these people to be in love. The feds want these people to come together. But the secret society didn't. And this is how all this shit is coming together. It's crazy. I'm hearing like bad guy meets good girl and fall in love and change his life around and shit like that. These are bells, but I'm saying like wedding bells and bells for celebration. This man is a big stepper. And it says they prayed on your downfall. See, people didn't want these people to get together, but they fell in love, and they're opposites. I'm hearing opposites attract like magnets, which goes back to Romeo and Juliet and Nomeo and Juliet. They were opposites. Again, people from different religious backgrounds or different upbringings, different financial status, different belief system. They fell in love. Different sides of the case. Somebody's about to get out of jail too. This says bad Masons or Eastern Stars, and they say 33 on a nigga head. Free 8 Ball by Sada Baby. Somebody is about to become free. They were locked up. I'm hearing them locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. Somebody's in jail, but they're about to get out. Free 8 Ball. Somebody probably got 8 months. Somebody turned themselves in, copped a plea, got a lighter sentence, only had to do like 8 months or some 8 months probation or something like that. It's like they're getting a deal. This says Hutch did the chain. I'm telling you, this is a detective that's been investigating something. I'm hearing again, while I was just talking about Romeo and Juliet, I never watched Romeo Must Die with Isleah. And I'm hearing Isleah in DMX. And I'm hearing Beauty and the Beast. That card came out as well. These people, they're supposed to be together. And when I had looked up the trailer of Romeo Must Die, it was saying that he met Isleah. I think her name was Trinity or something like that. Or Trish O'Day. Sorry, I just watched The Matrix yesterday. Her name was Trinity. But Trish O'Day helped him solve a case, his brother's case. Somebody is on a case and they met somebody. Either this person, they were investigating this person, or they met somebody who can help them solve a case. However, they fell in love with this person. And that movie is called Romeo Must Die. And I was just talking about Romeo and Juliet. See, somebody is falling in love after all this fucked up shit happened. Somebody died, money started getting stolen, and all this wicked ass shit started happening. But the beauty of it all is these two people solved the case and fell in love. It says third eye fully activated, and as above, so below. See, it's just written in the stars for it to happen like this. When it seemed like it was all falling apart and it was all so fucked up, God was really bringing it all together. Somebody's name is Brittany. Says don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Maybe somebody named Brittany is not about to be saved from something that they thought that they were going to get away with. See, I want money, they want money. Somebody was stealing money after these deaths took place. This person helped them solve a case, and then they helped them solve multiple cases. See, think outside the box. These people were different. He fell in love with the way that this woman's brain works as well. This says paranormal activities, ghosts, and ancestors is on somebody's ass. But I'm hearing that in the way of like Cinderella again and her fairy godmother coming in making miracles happen. I said the ancestors are bringing these people together. The ancestors is on somebody's ass. Yeah, for them to get their shit together so that they could be a power couple. Ace of Swords truth. Paranormal activity is the universing, bringing these people together. And they saying, I don't back down. Like, y'all want to play chess or checkers. Y'all are supposed to be together. We making sure this shit happen. See, they agents. I was just about to say agents for the Lord. This says agents. And then here is Yahweh, Yeshua, and the Most High. See, this is a contract signed, sealed, and delivered by the ancestors. This is written in the stars. People supposed to be together. All right. I'm getting off of here. I needed to clear my throat this whole video. I kind of got like a little cold, it seems like. Not really. Like my ears are itching. Probably like a little sinus infection or something. My eyes were a little poofy earlier, but I did smoke a little bit of weed earlier too, so I was a little high. So my eyes were low and red. But I haven't been doing nothing, just relaxing. All right. I am out of here. I wish you guys nothing but love, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, good health, good wealth, prosperity, and all that good shit that us good ass people deserve.
Mom?
Yes, Mally.
Can you put them on supply?
Can what?
Can you tell them the video that I said bye?
Can I tell the video that you said bye?
Yeah, can I? Yeah.
Mally says, good night, guys. Okay, Mally. I love my baby. He want to be a part of my video one way or the other. I'm hearing no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm also hearing 10,000 shall fall by my right hand.
Whoa.
Sit down. Now I done mopped this floor up again. Y'all need to go to bed. I'm about to turn the lights off. What time is it? It's 8:02. It's bedtime. It's bedtime, Fifi. I try to let Fifi out. She be needing a break from the puppies. She done became a mother and been trapped in the house ever since. All they do is suck on her damn titties all goddamn day. She be needing a break too. I understand. You want your food? said I was gonna do my toes. I finally took the polish off. I broke both of my big toenails, and that makes me so sad. Hold on, Fee. I tried to throw my little sweater on because, here, Fee. Sit down. No! Here, puppies. Here, puppies. Here, Fee. Them motherfucking puppies don't let her eat no food either. Stop! See, now she growling at him. Alright, guys. I love you.